Happy Phantasmal Flames Day, everybody, or as I like to call it, Phantasmal Lames. But if you're here new on the channel, how you folks doing? I'm the Pokegator, and let's just dial it on. As you probably saw all over the freaking internet, all over your Facebook marketplaces, and all over YouTube, Phantasmal Flame has hit the shelves. In my past video, I posted that Phantasmal Flames is going to be a reckoning. And not just because of just making it the market drop, is because how people are reacting. Today, let's just kind of digest on what I saw and what does this mean for future sets. So let's kind of just break this day piece by piece. So let's start in the very beginning in the morning. When I woke up out of my bed, I looked at my phone just to see just the chaos erupting, and my God, I was right. The Discord messages, the pictures, people yelling at each other. There has been people, and I kid you not, people waiting in line since 4 a.m. There's a mall that has a GameStop, and the security just straight out gave up. So people rushed in, and they were just causing utter chaos. We have people cutting in lines. We have people yelling at each other, putting people on blast for not getting the UPCs in the Phantasmal Flames packs. It's actually quite comical. But as for me, I was able to pick up some Phantasmal packs. I posted on my Instagram of just picking up 5, but I picked them up yesterday. I was taking my wife and kid from dinner, and we stopped by, a local Walmart, and boom, there it was. But it was a Walmart that was really heavily on the limits. So instead of keeping the packs out and on the floor, they keep them at customer service. And I honestly think if Walmart does that for every single Walmart, I think we will see that change. But unfortunately, when you keep it on the floor, people are going to try to find a way around it. And there's no kind of barriers with that. So far, it's healing in that type of aspect. But let's get back to how the day has furloughed and kind of came together. So as I said, people have been waiting since 4 a.m. to get their packs. They automatically, and I kind of went from my phone to be like, oh, that's funny. So I checked the marketplace, right? Facebook Marketplace, where all the brain rot goes. And people were posting packs saying, hey, I got 5 packs. Hey, I got 5 packs. Hey, here's my booster box for $300. Here's my booster box for $350. And they're trying to undercut each other because, as you know, GameStop has raised their prices to $235 for MSRP for booster box. So people are justifying, well, if I paid this, so it must be $300. And no one, and I mean no one, is touching these posts, which is utter hilarious. I don't think people realize that it's starting to happen. Getting the free nuggies every single time you grab a pack and throw it up on Facebook Marketplace, it's not going to work. So in that aspect, after seeing this, it was kind of like around 10 a.m. So from seeing utter chaos to the Facebook Marketplace, I'm kind of putting 2 and 2 together. Oh, I think this is going to be a bad time for people who have a scalper mindset. So I'm laughing. It brings me to right now. And this is something that was very scary that I saw also on Facebook. So there's 2 big card shops in my state. They also are rip and shippers. They're very big on eBay Live and whatnot. And right now, and this is where it gets a little tricky, because they are kind of exploiting this fear and this quick flip, because people are not being able to flip on their own. So people like these card shops are like, hey, I see that you're having a hard time on the Facebook Marketplace, so I will buy your UPC for $185. And people still see that, say, oh, I can still make profit by giving to these card shops. So these card shops have found a way to maneuver around the scalping to become the main scalper themselves. Because if they can get their product at 185, they're probably selling it at 275, 300 on their lives. People, wake up. These card shops have been doing it every single time a Costco or physical it's dropped off. And this is where we're running into the major problem, because people can't get those free tendies and free nuggies just by picking it up and putting it on the marketplace, because that's not how Pokemon product evolves. Usually Pokemon product takes about 2 to 3, 4, like around that time to see that growth from a booster box of 125 to potentially 400, 500. Kind of like what we're seeing with Sword and Shield. But now people want to take that 300-yard mark and bring it forward, and these card shops are exploiting the crap out of this, which is utter hilarious because these card shops are hurting for product. They are trying to rip packs as fast as possible, so they have found a way to snake their way to now being the source of getting the community that fast money, and them to make an even bigger and profit. And mind you, Phantasmal Flames is not like the worst set. I have seen bad sets, but this is also a very small set. And on top of it, Phantasmal Flame is going to be around. I am stomping on the ground to 2 to 3 to 4 years. We are still seeing Sword and Shield being released on Pokemon Center. I think about last month we saw Fusion Strike and was it Fusion Strike? Anyway, it was definitely Sword and Shield's product. And I want to remind you folks, I'm making this reaction of the day of Phantasmal Flames is coming out. People, this set is going to be out for 2 to 3 to 4 years. We'll probably see the set continue out in 2029. We are still seeing Sword and Shield drop on Pokemon Center for packs and little bundles. I'm just saying, oh my god, hold the horses. It's going to be okay. So we come to kind of like the conclusion of this video, kind of keeping this mindset. Pokegator, what do I do? How do I combat this? Well, I know you're going to find chances to pick up Phantasmal Flame. I know this is going to happen because of the limits of Walmart and Target are doing. So maybe you get lucky, maybe you don't, but you will have a chance to open this product. Now, if you are kind of like a little bit of an investor like me, there will be opportunities to get the booster boxes, folks. I'm telling you right now. There's still going to be chances to get Destined Rivals booster boxes, and more and more. For instance, I'm probably going to grab myself another Evolving Skies, and the furthest I bought an Evolving Skies is $2,500. Evolving Skies is back to $2,000. So I am getting ready to buy another, and that's just that dollar cost average right there, right? That's what I mean. I'm not saying you're going to wait till Destined Rivals and this set to be $2,000, but it's going to go down. We are entering a very weird time in the United States history. If you're not in the United States, this probably is not going to affect you or actually it might, because this is going to affect the entire world. The economy and everything is getting weird. We're probably going to be entering a recession time where people are going to be focusing their money not on collectibles. So, am I going to be selling all of my stuff in a bit of a hurry and everything? No, because I have found a way to not buy this stuff with credit. Everything is paid for by Pokemon, and I'm enjoying looking at it every time I come in here to make a video. So, now, with regard to Phantasmal Flame, it's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. We're going to coast in. We're going to dial in. Focus on yourself. Go for a run. Instead of running to Target, do a lap around the block. You'll feel better. I'm just saying. Folks, it's been a pleasure, and hopefully you didn't get trampled over today with Phantasmal Flames. It's been a pleasure, and don't forget to dial in, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.